In the sweltering heat of summer, residents of Sichuan, China were suddenly hit by a violent hailstorm. This extreme weather event struck unexpectedly yesterday afternoon, catching thousands off guard and throwing daily life into chaos within moments. According to eyewitnesses, the hailstones ranged from 3 to 5 centimeters in diameter, with some areas reporting chunks as large as 7 centimeters, nearly the size of a chicken egg. The hail fell relentlessly for nearly 20 minutes, blanketing the ground and causing widespread damage. The hail poured down relentlessly for nearly 20 minutes, hammering everything in sight. Each stone fell like a hammer from the sky, slamming onto rooftops, vehicles, crops, and trees. In a matter of moments, the scorching summer streets with temperatures over 35 degrees Celsius were suddenly blanketed in a layer of ice. The sound was deafening, a terrifying roar that echoed across neighborhoods. Tin roofs rattled violently, glass windows shattered like crystal, and cars were left dented and scarred. Residents described it as the sound of nature's fury, like being caught in a war zone. Countless individuals remain indoors, too fearful to venture out, hoping the catastrophe will soon be over. Some residents said they had never witnessed anything like it in their lifetime. It all happened so fast. One moment it was hot and sunny, the next, the sky turned dark and we heard loud bangs. Hail is a type of extreme weather phenomenon that typically forms when strong updrafts within storm clouds carry water vapor high into the upper layers of the atmosphere, particularly into cumulonimbus, thunderstorm, clouds. At these high altitudes, where temperatures are well below freezing, the moisture rapidly turns into ice. Instead of falling immediately, the small ice particles are caught in powerful air currents that repeatedly lift and drop them within the cloud. With each cycle, more moisture freezes onto them, gradually increasing their size and weight. Eventually, when the hailstones become too heavy for the updrafts to support, they fall to the ground as hail. Hailstorms are especially common in the summer months, when temperature differences between atmospheric layers become more extreme, and weather patterns grow increasingly unstable. These conditions lead to the formation of intense thunderstorms, creating the perfect environment for violent hailstorms to occur. The violent hailstorm left a trail of widespread destruction. Hundreds of rooftops were riddled with holes, some homes reduced to little more than bare wooden frames. Rainwater poured through the gaping openings, soaking furniture and personal belongings inside. Car windshields, windows, and storefront signs were shattered, leaving shards of glass strewn across the streets. The damage went far beyond property. Entire fields of crops, fruit orchards, and vegetable gardens in Chengdu and surrounding rural areas were devastated by the relentless hail. In many areas, farmers lost their entire season's harvest in less than 30 minutes. As the storm hit during dismissal, students were kept on campus, with staff guiding them to safety until it was safe to leave. The sudden hailstorm not only caused widespread panic but also brought traffic to a standstill on several major roads. In Chengdu and nearby urban areas, key routes leading into the city center were heavily congested, with long lines of vehicles barely inching forward for hours. The primary cause of the gridlock was the damage inflicted on vehicles' shattered windshields, slippery roads covered in thick layers of hail, and motorcycles losing traction. Many cars had to stop abruptly to deal with broken windows or poor visibility, creating bottlenecks and compounding the traffic chaos. Minor accidents were also reported in several areas due to low visibility and drivers' panic as hail rained down suddenly and violently.